Hey again, guys. I decided to do another little video, just to state my opinion and whatnot. This one is going to be a bit more practical, because I've been thinking as I do. And I've been thinking about common sense. I don't like it. Hear me out on this. It just doesn't make much sense to me, if you really think about it. Because what's necessarily common sense, as in the shared intelligence and whatnot, or shared values and thoughts in which people have in common of what should make sense and doesn't make sense, it's just none of that. And what I said makes sense to me, Because what's common to me may not be common to you. Because think about it. It may, in one country, it may be common sense that when you wake up, you need to wash your face within the sink. However, in another country, it's common sense that when you wake up, you can't wash your face or wash up, period, for several weeks or days. Therefore, how can we actually say what is common sense and what's not common sense? Now, we might just say it's common sense in this country, but think about the different households. People are raised different ways. So, honestly, we can't really just say there's this common universal sense. Honestly, that makes no sense because every single individual is different. Even with their similarities, we're still very much different people with different values and priorities. So the fact that we have this common sense is basically just trying to force this universal type of sameness in collective enforcement of how we're supposed to think and whatnot. Sure, common sense works for you somewhat for certain areas and things, such as law is common sense that you don't want to die. Yeah, and that makes sense, even to me. Common sense, right? But if you think about it, there's so many people, I'm not saying it's right, but so many people with depressive, dark thoughts who their first thought probably aren't their self-assured trying to live. And I'm not really that excited about the idea of saying their thought process is wrong. I'm sure my thought process is going to be something completely different than someone else's, but is that to say I'm right and you're wrong? But the idea of common sense, to me, it kind of seems like you're trying to enforce the idea of who's right idea of what should be common, what makes sense, and someone else's doesn't, And that's just rude. But, this is just my opinion. I might be thinking about this entirely wrong, but I'm just saying. Let me know your thoughts. Bye.